Okay, so now we're going to speak on risk reward RRs and why it's so important. You're going to hear RRs all over the place. You're going to hear 1 to 10s, 1 to 5, 1 to 500. Those are pretty much RRs, and what RRs means is risk reward, risk and what your reward is. And how you find this is basically you have your long position, short position, just buy and sell. And when you put this here, so self example is this, boom, you see this, right? So right here we have our pips. We have if you lose 8.1 pip, and if we win in this case is a 17. So for this trade, this is a trade I actually took, I believe, and I was looking to take this trade all the way down here, and my stop loss was up here. So in real time, this trade looked like this, right? This is what I'm looking for. Boom, it was going our way, nice and sweet, nice and clean. And in this case, remember, I do have 8.2 pips on the line, but regardless of whether the pips is, it could be 8.2, it could be 5 million, because I've calculated my lot size. It just means whatever it is, I'm risking 1% on this trade, and if I'm to win this, I'll get 2%. So it played out, it was going our way, then eventually went all the way back up and stopped us out. So this trade lost, and we lost 1% of our account. So losing 1% of our account here is just like, say for example, you have a 10k account, you're playing it smart, you're doing good risk management. So I put 1% on this, so I only lost £100 basically on this trade. £100 lost, and that's it. So obviously if we're to win, I'd have got £200. Now why RR is important is that because cool, on this trade now I just lost £100. That's tough, whatever the case is. Boom, we lost 100. But on the next trade, let's just say whatever trade, let's click on any, what trade did I take? Let's just see this as an example, whatever this was. Now on this trade right here, on this trade right here now, I entered here, stop loss right here, took this trade all the way up here. So this now is saying 1 to 3.35. So let's say the next day, I lost 1% yesterday, today, 1 to 3.35. Boom. This trade was an absolute banger, sweet, boom, literally secured our bank just like that. Now we secured 3.35. Let's just say 3, just to make the numbers simple. Let's just say 3. So now I lost $100 yesterday. Today I made $300, and I've taken 2 trades. That is why RR is important. So knowing that, you might say to yourself, why don't you always go for crazy RRs then? Why don't you just kind of hope for the best and just slap this up here and try to get 1 to 13? Of course, yes, if we could, we would. But the idea to trading is that you want to find a good balance with RRs. You want to have a good risk all the time. You always want to almost risk 1%. But for where you're aiming to take profit now, that just needs to make sense. Based on backtesting meaning that practicing and studying, I know roughly cool, in this situation I can go for 1 to 1, in another situation I can go for 1 to 3. In this case now, I knew cool, I can go for 1 to 3 in this case, just based on the strategy. So I was able to get 1 to 3 in this situation, and it worked out for me. So this means that I've taken 2 trades, and I've made, overall I'm up by $200. So it means that if I lose my next 2 trades now, then I'm break even. So this gives you a good peace of mind. It's like a cushion. It gives you a peace of mind that you can win certain trades and win more, but you're always risking 1%. So with that in mind, this is how you kind of stay profitable in the end. Because in some trades you win more, and some trades you will just lose that 1%. And as long as you continue to win more, that's what that matters. As long as you're catching more pips than you're losing, you're going to be profitable at the end of the month, at the end of the week, right? That's what matters. I'll say at the end of the week kind of matters. Month, even better, but roughly end of the week is what matters. Don't worry about losing today, tomorrow, because literally you can lose today, tomorrow. The next day you catch a 1 to 4, 1 to 3. Guess what? Now you're up by £100 for catching a 1 to 3. So don't worry, don't let the losses beat you down too much, right? You can actually make your money back. It's just about finding, take the setups that comes to you, and then you're able to kind of win those trades. But that is the importance of RRs and how you find it. And you can see your RR right here. It says 3, just in case you didn't know. It says literally 3.39. That's how you know your RR. As soon as you set this, and you can set this whilst the trade is happening, where you want your exit to be, you have everything set, you would know. So as long as you calculate everything, you would know exactly what your RR is. But that is the importance of RR, how you find it, and why you should somewhat pay attention to it.